It's okay to listen to, love, and respect your children exactly as they are. That was actress Gabrielle Union tweeting after she and Dwayne Wade said that they're raising a transgender child. They both said that they still have a lot to learn, but they've received a lot of praise and a lot of support. This is, as we know, an important conversation that needs to be had. So this morning, welcome Bixby Marino-Kibbe to the show, the director of the Center for Gender Affirming Care at Rady Children's Hospital. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have this very important conversation, but before we chat, I want you to take a listen to exactly what Dwayne Wade said about his 12-year-old daughter on The Ellen Show. Take a listen.
Once Zion came home and said, hey, you called me Zion, and I'm ready to take on this, I looked at it and said, you are a leader. You are a leader, and it's our opportunity to allow you to be a voice. Right now, it's through us because she's 12 years old, but eventually it will be through her.
Right. Well, and listen.
So for trans and non-binary youth, coming out can often feel scary, especially when they fear they won't be supported by families. Do you see that often?
Yeah, I mean, young people often go through this intense period of kind of coming in before coming out, where they agonize about what it'll be like to tell the people that are closest to them. Many go through kind of a cost-benefit analysis of whether they'll be supported, whether they won't be supported, and so that decision to come out to family can feel really daunting for a lot of youth.
What do you think about Dwayne Wade, Gabrielle Union, their daughter, coming out and really letting the world know what exactly is happening? I feel like Zaya, she did something very powerful. They posted a video, I don't know if you saw it on social media, where she said, be true to yourself. What is the point of being on this earth if you're not?
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of parents, I see parents in my office every day, and most parents feel really alone when their kids come out. They think that they're the only family who's kind of embarking on this journey, and so I think bringing visibility to this experience is so important so that young people know they're not alone, parents know that there are other parents who are supporting their children and seeing their children thrive.
This is the video that we were actually talking about, and Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, they're being so supportive. They say they still have a lot to learn, but they're really being supportive. You say 64% reported that their families make them feel bad about their identities, and only 22% are out to their families?
Yeah, so for many young people, this means living a double life. They may be able to be their authentic selves at school or be authentic with their friends, and then have to navigate kind of going back into the closet when they're at home. And we know that kids do best, and kind of the #1 protective factor for young people is that support of their primary, you know, their immediate family.
How can parents approach their children to have that conversation without making them feel bad and say, hey, I'm here for you?
Yeah, so coming out is it's a very nuanced and individual experience, and it's really important that kids have the time and space to kind of navigate their identity and to come out when it feels right for them. So I think kids are often looking at how parents are behaving and looking at how parents are talking about gender or talking about transgender people in the home when they're deciding whether you're a safe person to share this information with.
How can families cope with it all together too? Because it's tough for some parents as well. They don't know what to do. Yeah, most parents feel completely unprepared to have these conversations. So starting to do some reading, connecting with resources in the community, connecting with parents of other trans youth can be invaluable. There are a lot of parents out there who are really happy to provide support to other families who are kind of at the beginning of this journey. I feel like your work at Rady Children's is invaluable. Talk about what you're doing there. It's a fairly new position, right?
Sure, yeah. So, you know, at Rady Children's, we've been providing care to transgender and non-binary youth for the past 7 years, and really in the last couple of years have looked at kind of expanding and creating more of a comprehensive program. And so one of the things that we know is that the biggest need for most of these young people is the support of their parents. And so we provide a space for parents to come in, get information, connect with resources, connect with supports, so that they can really connect their kids to whatever is going to be the most helpful.
When Caitlyn Jenner came out, it was a big deal. I feel like with Zaya, it's even bigger because it's a child, a 12-year-old child. So do you think this makes other children less scared and more secure in their own skin?
Yeah, I think the reason that we're seeing kids come out at younger ages is because it's more common now for kids to live in families or go to schools where gender is talked about and where they know that it can be safe to come out.
Talk to the children directly right now who may be watching or their parents. What is your message to them?
Yeah, you know, I think the biggest message is that everyone's journey is different. It's okay to be yourself. It's important to be an authentic person. And there are plenty of people out in the world who are here and want to support you.
you can live yourself, live your true life after that. It's like a relief.
Yes.
Right? Talk about some of what you hear when they do come out.
Yeah, so, you know, I think for a lot of families, it's really hard to envision what the other side of this journey is going to look like. And when I talk with families whose children have been on a journey that feels authentic for them, they say that, you know, they have their child back for the first time. They feel like they have a really open and honest kind of connection with their child, and they really see their children thriving.
Bixby, thank you so much. This is an important conversation. So if there are any parents out there, children who need some kind of guidance, they can go to Rady Children's, right? Where can they go to get that information, to get that help, to speak to somebody like you?
Sure, yeah, so you can go to our website, www.rchsd.org. You can come in, make an appointment. We meet with any family. Even if you're not sure if this is, you know, the right place for you to receive care, we're happy to just kind of help you along this journey.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Bixby. Sure. Thank you for being here and having this important conversation. We'll, of course, post all that information on our website, cbs8.com. Heather, I'm going to send it back to you.
All right, thank you both so much.